So I was given a gift last night, and it was a necklace with the Lilith symbol on it. And I was like, this is really interesting. So it came with a little card, and in it, well, on it says Lilith, feminine power. So it's a symbol of feminine power. Interesting. Okay, here we go. It would not open. Okay. So this is what the card looks like. And in it says the legendary figure of Lilith has become a symbol for women's unity. Feminist culture has adopted Lilith as an icon of women's equality, freedom of choice, freedom of expression, and sexual freedom. As with many legendary and mythological female figures, Lilith has been associated with the dark side. Point taken. Through art and literature, there is evidence of Lilith's development dating back to Sumerian civilization. She is mentioned in the Talmud, the Zohar, and various Jewish legends. One popular version of Lilith's origin was written in the book, The Alphabet of Ben Sira. God created Lilith as wife of Adam. Now this is really interesting, right? Because, most people who grew up going to church or having any type of Christian faith, we're taught that it was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Lilith. And I think this is a really good point. So I read through another source, not on this card, but through another source online, that in Genesis there is a line that said, that is proof that man and woman were created at the same time. So it says the original text from the King James Bible of Genesis, chapter 1 verse 27 says, and God created man in his own image, in the image of God he created him, male and female he created them. So the male and female part was the part that kind of confirms the fact that man and woman were created at the same time. And so this verse would suggest that the man and the woman that was referred to in that verse is Adam and Lilith, not Adam and Eve. So apparently Lilith had a stronger will than Adam, and at one point during intimacy, Lilith wanted to be on top, and Adam didn't agree with that. Adam said, no, I am to be on top and you are to obey me. And Lilith replies, well, we were both made from dust, so I am your equal, so we should both have our time on top. And besides from that, apparently she just in general didn't want to obey Adam. So according to the story, she was banished from the Garden of Eden, and then God created Eve from Adam's rib, according to the story. And then there's questions of like, well, where did she go? Apparently there are legends and myths that say when she was banished from the Garden of Eden, she ran straight into the devil's arms. I think that's super interesting, because when I Googled Lilith, I saw all this imagery of demons and just like satanic figures. So when I type in who was Lilith in Google, I'll do it right now. Who was Lilith? I think this is like a Wikipedia caption comes up and it says, Lilith is a figure in Jewish mythology developed earliest in the Babylonian Talmud. Lilith is often envisioned as a dangerous demon of the night who is sexually wanton and who steals babies in the darkness. I think that's extremely exaggerated and extra, and I think this really plays a huge role into, it's just very representative of how when women do not obey, or when women do not obviously submit, then they're demonized for that, right? They're demonized for not being submissive. And yeah, so apparently There are a lot of versions of, you know, the question or the answer of who was Lilith. Okay. And on this card it says, all right, and on the card it says, both were created from the earth as equals. Conflict arose when Lilith refused to lie beneath Adam. She would not be subservient to him. When Adam insisted that beneath was her place, Lilith uttered the ineffable name of God, grew owl-like wings, and flew from the Garden of Eden. 3 angels were sent to retrieve Lilith, but she refused to go back. What happens to Lilith next is confusing. Mythology, mysticism, and folklore do not lend themselves to easy interpretation. It is said that she becomes the wife of Samuel, the angel of death. It is said she becomes a demon who visits children in their sleep, causing illness and death. She says she is a seductress who enters men's dreams as a succubus. Like the Hindu goddess Kali, she is as much feared as revered, for she is a symbol of power and fury, fueled by unbridled passion, free with an intensely dark feminine nature. Oh, free will. It's like really difficult to read. It says the Lilith symbol is not for everyone. The imagery is strong, unpredictable, and frightening, but also real, raw, and powerfully honest. And I thought this was just a gift, and it made me want to think about who Lilith was, and I wanted to get a better understanding. And of course, as usual, I wanted to share that understanding and share what I learned with all of you. So that is it. This is the necklace that I got once again, and it came with this little card of the Lilith symbol. Yeah, tell me what you think. What do you think all of this means? What are your thoughts about the myth of Lilith, or the story of Lilith, and why she's often left out of Abrahamic religions, if she really was the first wife of Adam? All right, see ya.